In the future, physically, I hope to fulfill my dream of walking again, and I know that when I take my first steps, it'll be at Next Steps.
Now the stim's off, so you're going to do one set without the stim.
I came in with just determination to do my best and all hope, and I just want to say thank you to everybody here at Next Steps who has turned hope into a reality.
Next Steps started out of necessity. My brother John was injured in 2001, and after being discharged from inpatient rehabilitation, which was excellent, he couldn't find such excellent care in the outpatient world. So the journey began, looking for better, more aggressive care that would give him a chance. And the journey started. My father and him started traveling to different places looking for more aggressive therapy.
We crisscrossed the entire country looking for the best long-term rehabilitation, and we ended up 2 years later in San Diego having a wonderful conversation with Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve lamented that he had wonderful care. However, he wished everybody with long-term care could get the same benefit with the advanced treatments he was receiving.
So this idea of having the best technology available and using it and having people be able to use it at an affordable price was always the goal. And John and my father had started a foundation prior to his injury for charitable purposes, so it was a natural element to make Next Steps a nonprofit, an operating nonprofit from there. And that's how Next Steps of O'Connor Foundation began. Here at Next Steps, we have the best staff because we started with the best. John hired our first employee, who's still with us today, Thomas, and he is the backbone and the standard from which we've hired everybody else.
Unique personalities, attract unique, people. And I can, talk probably for hours about my colleagues. All of them, they have unique personalities. They really like to help people. That's the most important thing. And they have unique set of skills, each of them. And since they started, each of them brought something special to this place. And that's why Next Steps, become bigger and better.
Even out the shoulders. Okay. Good. Armpit over. We have staff that have years of experience in spinal cord injury rehab, and we're part of also the Neuro Recovery Network, so we get a lot of education, continuing education on really the forefront of spinal cord injury rehab. Our trainers are one of a kind in that they receive specialized training, lots of on-site training that really is different from any other clinics in the area and the whole U.S.
Another thing that sets us apart from other clinics in the entire nation is that we have the state-of-the-art equipment all under one roof. The reality is that much of this equipment can be found at several other physical therapy facilities. But unfortunately, 90% of the patients with spinal cord injuries are unable to trial much of this equipment, or if they are able to trial it, they can't use it long enough because of insurance mandates or limited time in therapy. At Next Steps, we have the fortune that these individuals are able to use this equipment for long periods of time because we are not restricted by time limitations imposed by insurance mandates.
Good, nice and tall. Get that side bend out of there a little bit more.
I have a very special and unique relationship with Next Steps. I was one of the original members here at Next Steps, and I'm lucky to have the O'Connors in my life, and I'm especially lucky to have met John and be one of his friends. And I've benefited from everything that John has done and from his life. I'm lucky to be a patient here, but I'm most lucky because of these amazing people that work here and all of the therapists. They are so knowledgeable in what they do. They understand spinal cord injuries, but they also understand you as a person, and they connect to you. And they really have become my friends and my second family here.
Molly's the best. She's so much fun to work with, and I really consider her a friend as well as a patient. And we just do a great job of really addressing some of the things that she's working on and her goals, and we also have an opportunity to make it a lot of fun.
Our goal at Next Step is to redefine what long-term therapy is for people with paralysis. Traditionally, they get wonderful care for their first 2-3 months, and then they're told to go and seek maybe some maintenance care.
We don't look at a calendar in evaluating a person's progress like traditional physical therapy and the insurance system constructs. We look at somebody's long-term goals and see what we can do to get them there.
That's probably our main goal, is to continue to care at a reasonable price and to help people out so they can continue their improvement and give them a quality of life they all deserve.
I come to Next Steps 4 days a week, 2 hours every day, and I've been coming here for 13 months now, and the therapists are very, very motivating. They're very knowledgeable. I work with the same therapist all 4 days. She knows my body super well, knows what I'm capable of, knows what I'm not capable of, and that helps drive the therapy. She's very positive, very uplifting, very motivating, and pushes me to my limits, which is why I come here. Before I got hurt, I had never met anyone that had had spinal cord injury. So coming here, you see other people that are in the same boat as you. You know, you form friendships with them because you know what they're going through. You know, some people don't know what a lot of people don't know what it's like to go through this, but they know, and they're there.
I've been coming to Next Steps for almost a year now, and when I first got here, really to put it in a pictorial for you, I wheeled in a wheelchair to Next Steps. I was unable to walk. I could stand up on a walker, but I couldn't move any significant distances. I didn't have sufficient strength in my arms or legs to stand for longer than 30 seconds. Now I can walk a couple hundred feet with people spotting me. Have made huge gains in terms of muscle strength and lots of neural return as a result of the hard work here. Someone asked me once, why do I work so hard at trying to make a recovery? I said, because I've been given the opportunity to be able to make a recovery.
Really, really reach, bend at the hips.
When I first came through the door here at Next Steps, I could tell right away that everybody was very invested in the outcome of the clients, and everybody's invested personally in the clients here. And they've all given me like a lot of confidence and pride in knowing that I can actually get better. And they're the first doctors that actually told me I had some hope that I was getting better.
In the 2 years working with Jessie, just from the beginning, she's always had this positive attitude and this realistic outlook on your progress. She really has. And being her therapist, her trainer, I've really just seen her grow, keep progressing. She's always impressed us with, even being able to go from, wheelchair to walking, and now you're standing on your own in her own house, and it's been amazing.
Over the last 2 years, I've had, I would say, significant improvement in my ability to walk and stand on my own. I can travel to places I've not been able to go to before, and I've been able to walk in the yard with my 5-year-old son, which is huge. And it's just been wonderful.
I don't even think there are enough words to thank the people that work here. Just to even have a facility like this, to come to, and amazing people to work with twice a week that devote their time and their energy into making me better.
I'm grateful for meeting the people. They have more
inner strength than I've ever seen in my life. There's many people that take for granted walking, being able to go to the bathroom, and I see how people, the struggles that they go through here, and the fact that they can come in with a positive attitude and they can come out stronger than I would have ever imagined.
Gosh, I owe so much to Next Steps. Without Next Steps, I definitely would not be here, would not be able to live my day-to-day life, and I'm so thankful for everyone here, for the O'Connors, for John, because without them, I wouldn't be who I am today.
2 years before my son was paralyzed, a very good friend came to me, took me aside and said, "I don't know what your son's going to do in the future, but he will be a great leader." Now looking back in time, I realize what my son was meant to do. My son was meant to change paralysis and open up next steps.
In 2013, I lost my brother John. Next Steps was his passion, and now it's his legacy. Every day here at Next Steps, we get to see his legacy live on as we redefine rehabilitation.